Hello, what is happening, confidence givers? Super excited to come in live today. Happy Monday. Happy Monday mindset, right? Who's excited for the week, ready to crush their goals and get their business to the top? Because I don't know about you guys, but like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, right around the corner. It is like one of the hottest times to be in network marketing, and joining more conversations is going to help you build into November. And so that's what I wanted to talk about today, because I see a lot of things that happen in the network marketing space when I'm having conversations with people. And not that I ever want to critique people or anything like that, but I want to help people start more conversations, how to be authentic, how to be truly you without being like that spammy butthole. So as you guys are coming in, say hey, let me know where it is you're coming in from. If you're catching the live, hashtag live, replay, you know the drill, hashtag replay. And definitely make sure you are sharing this with your friends and your family that are in the network marketing space, because more conversations equals more conversions. Okay. Somebody in the comments put conversations equals conversions. All right. Spammy buttholes. Nobody wants a spammy butthole. Okay. So let's talk about the person that wins, the person that hits the top ranks of the company, the person that sells the most product is the person that is having the most conversations they possibly can have in their business, whether it be online or in person. Now, I personally have built my business 100% online. It is where I feel comfortable. What happened to me is when I was building outside and building my business, and I was like going out to restaurants or going to, Starbucks or whatever, I felt like I had this hidden agenda where I had to talk to people and carry on conversations. And then it felt weird to me, right? So I love building online, having those conversations, but I want to share with you what I have seen happen in ways that you guys can start to have more authentic conversations. If you want more authentic conversations, put authentic in the comments. And then guys, like I said, make sure you share this out. If you share it out, make sure you hit share so I can give you a shout out. But basically what has happened is I will connect with new people in Messenger, right? Like my entire business, if you guys look at my messenger is literally like messages every single day. I build in Messenger, okay? Because I'm having authentic conversations. All right. So what I see happen is if somebody sends me a friend request, what I say to them, and I have it all like StreamYard, like streamed in my boards app, and I say, thank you so much for the friend request. I love connecting with successful business women, because it's usually women. I would love to know more about you. Okay. That's number one, because the key to building conversations, and I want you guys to put this in the comments, you want to be interested and not interesting. Okay. Does that make sense? Interested, not interesting. You want to be somebody that people come to talk about things to you, not you doing the talking and the talking and the talking and the talking. You've got to put your listening ears on and be interested in what other people are doing. And that's going to help with the authenticity piece, right? Because you're just being a good human. You are being a good human. So all the time, this is what I say. I would love to know more about you and what you've got going on. And I want to say 90% of the time, it is mostly network marketers that will message me back, that are sending me friend requests because they've seen my trainings, whatever it may be, right? And they tell me all about their company and their products, and they leave it at that. Okay. That is, my connection is cutting out. Oh no. Is anybody else finding that my connection is cutting out? I hope not. I just got Ting internet, and I really hope that it's not cutting out, because I have a box right here. Let me know if oh, no, yes, it is cutting out. No, it's not cutting out. Nope, not cutting out. Okay. Shoot, I'm hoping that it's not. No, Tracy says it's not. Okay, good, good. All right, so hopefully it's not cutting out. Okay, so what happens is they write me back and they tell me about their company and what they're doing, and they leave it at that. And that's it. Guys, I'm sorry, that's wrong. Okay. Like flat out, that's wrong. Don't do it. It's not going to work for you. Okay. Because what they're not doing is they're not being interested in me, right? They're too busy being interesting and not interested. So saying something like, oh, I'm an online business owner and I've, building this business from the side, or I'm building this business online full time. What about you? Right? It's very rare that somebody will say, what are you up to? When you are interested, you will always end with a question and make it about them. Okay. Hashtag making sense. If this is like dropping like, okay, I get it, right? You want to find out about them, because what happens when you are connecting with people, and maybe this is why I've had so much success because I was a therapist in my former life, is I connect with people and I get to know them and I become human first. Okay. Human first, salesperson never. You know what I mean? Like human first. I want to know about them. I want to know what they're up to. I want to be interested in them because I genuinely care and I want to help people. If you're like me and you want to help people, put help in the comments. Let me know that you are one of those people like me that like to help people, right? And in order to help people, you have to be interested in them. You have to listen to them. You have to carry on conversations with them and make it about them and not about you. So I do very little talking about me. I certainly don't go and brag about the success that I've had in this online space. I listen to them, and then this is what I'm doing, okay? I am listening for pain points, right? I am listening for, it's almost like you're a detective, right? Sometimes I hear it, sometimes I don't hear it. I am listening for pain points, whether it relates to my product, whether it relates to my opportunity. And if I hear a pain point, like I'll say, oh, what do you do for a living? What do you do? Oh, I do X, Y, and Z. And you're like, oh, that's amazing. Do you love it? And then they'll tell me, oh my God, I absolutely love it. Or I do love it, but I'm not making a lot of money. Or I don't love it. I actually hate it. Do you hear the pain point? Do you hear the pain point there, right? And so now I hear a pain point and I know that my opportunity can then go and solve their problem. And I very easily say, because we've had this conversation, I've been interested in them, not interesting. So now it's not spammy because they're sharing things with me. Would it be okay to share with you what I've done in order to create a second income from home? If not, no big deal, right? So I've carried on this conversation. I've nurtured this relationship. I know what I have can help them. I know what I have can change their life. I know what I have could be the opportunity or the product exactly what they need, because I have been a human first, carrying on conversations, listening to their pain points, listening, and then asking them if they're open to taking a look. And if not, no big deal. Now, I can tell you I have a very, very, very high close rate. Why do I have a very high close rate? Because I don't look at it as a sale. I don't look at it as a close. I look at it as, I'm here to help you. Are you interested in being helped? And if not, no big deal. Guys, if you are desperate for the sale, if you are desperate to get somebody to join your team and you're like, I just need somebody to join my team. Oh my God, I need somebody so badly. Guys, your desperation is going to come off. And so I want you guys to, like, with me right now, how many of you have ever been desperate? Put desperate in the comments. Own it. It's okay. I've been there. I've done that, right? I want you to take a deep breath with me and let it go. Okay? Let it go. Marry the process, divorce the results. Carry on conversations and be human first. I am telling you, it is going to feel so much better, so much more authentic, so much more real, which is why I decided that I could not build in person, because I felt my personal desperation carrying on conversations and schmoozing it up with my waitress or my barista or my Uber driver or whatever it was. And it felt yucky to me. And I wasn't having success. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to be with my family. I'm going to be intentional when I'm with my family. I don't want to have a conversation with the waitress just to have a conversation with the waitress to see if she's open to learning an extra income from her waitressing degree. And then I'm not present with my family. So that to me was not working for me. Somebody, Melanie says, now I'm cutting out. Shoot. Ting! I'm going to have Ting. Am I cutting out for anybody else? This is so frustrating to me. Anyways, I'm hoping that what I'm dropping is making sense to you. Hashtag making sense if this is making sense to you guys, right? Okay, so here's the key. You want to connect with people. The more people you connect with, the more success you are going to have. The more interested in someone you are, the more success you're going to have. Carrying on authentic, real conversations, being human first is A, going to feel better for you, I promise you, and B, it's going to lead to higher conversions. Okay, now people say, well, where do you find these leads? Where do you, where are you connecting with all these people? Guys, I build on YouTube. I have people messaging me all the time on flipping YouTube. That's how I build my business, is on YouTube. I'm also, here's the other thing where I'm human first. When I am scrolling my news feed and I see somebody that has a celebration or I see somebody that has a bad day, I do not just comment on their post and leave it at that. I show up in Messenger and I send them a message in Messenger because I am human first. I look at all of my friends on Facebook. I look at them as friends, right? I look at being a good human and connecting with those people, sending them a message, talking to them, right? And then I said, sometimes I don't hear a pain point. What happens if I don't hear a pain point? I don't do anything. I end the conversation. Done. No, void, because I'm a good human first. And then we follow back up. And if I hear a pain point, then guess what? Then I might ask them if they're open. If I don't hear another pain point, then guess what? I don't ask them if they're open. I'm just being a good human first. And what happens then is when they're looking for the opportunity, when they're looking for something, guess who they think of? They think of me because I've been a good human and I've been a good friend without being a spammy salesman butthole, right? Nobody wants a spammy butthole, right? And so what has happened is I feel so much more aligned in my business. I feel so much more aligned in what serves me and what works well for me because I'm authentically me. All right. So when you get a message or when you are sending a message to somebody and you're connecting with somebody, right, whether it be a brand new friend request or somebody in Facebook that you're already connected to, I want you to be human first. Be human first. Put that in the comments, guys, because that is going to be the key to being a successful online business owner. Human. Be human. I am telling you guys, it's going to make all of the difference when you are human first. It's going to feel better. It's going to feel less spammy. You're going to have more success. And I promise you, you're going to come off way more authentic than you are just sending blank messages. Okay. So be present, be human first, and then you're going to be like a detective, right? You're going to listen for pain points. And if you hear them, fantastic. You ask them if they're open. If you don't hear any, then guess what? Fantastic. You be human, right? And then it's going to feel so much more authentic. But if you are only having one or two conversations a day in Messenger, somebody over here said, the $1 million in Messenger. Millionaires are built in Messenger. I don't know who this is, Facebook user, but you are absolutely right. Millionaires are built in Messenger. Okay, 100%. Okay, build your business inside of Messenger and be a good human. And I promise you, if you can be a better listener than being a better talker, you are going to have way more success, because when we say less is more, I promise you, less is more. If you are listening, you are going to hear people's pain points. People love to bitch. People love to complain. You listen to them bitch, you listen to the complain, and then you see if your product or your opportunity can help them solve their problems that they have. Okay. And I promise you, if you use words like, would it be okay? If somebody wants to put that in the comments, would it be okay if I share with you what I've been doing to make a supplemental income? That is a great statement. And here's the second one that I use all the time. If not, no big deal. Okay. Hi, Kara. How are you? If not, no big deal, right? It takes the pressure off of them. And so that they don't feel like they're being pressured, it makes it so it's not spammy. But if you are a good human and you're listening and you're being a good friend, chances are you're going to hear a pain point. And if you have the opportunity to solve it, just like you would any of your friends, right? If your friend was having a problem, like a true friend on, face to face, your best friend, wouldn't you try to solve their problem and help them? That's what we do, right? We're problem solvers, right? So put problem solvers in the comments, guys, if this is making sense. So this is what I challenge you guys to do. Go start more conversations, but be interested and not interesting today, and see what happens. I guarantee you're going to A, feel better, and B, have way more success. Okay. So that is my entire training for today. Guys, if you haven't gotten my YouTube training, definitely put YouTube in the comments. We will make sure that we get you my YouTube checklist that I have to help you set up with YouTube, because that is literally my personal lead generation is through YouTube. Okay, so just put YouTube in the comments if you haven't checked it out yet. It's a free resource that I have for you. And I will make sure that myself or my assistant will drop the link over here for you guys. But it will be a game changer in terms of having people and conversations coming to you. And I'm excited to share it with you. All right, guys, next Monday, are you ready for this? You guys have time for a quick little story? I'm going to do a post about this in a second. So I am going to a mastermind on, well, it was supposed to be on Wednesday. I listened to this really awesome guy. His name is George Bryant. And I watched his training. Oh, there, it's dropped for you. Thank you, girly. She's showing up as me. But what it is, so I booked this mastermind, right, with George Bryant in Montana. And I thought the mastermind was Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I booked my flight to come in on Wednesday night and leave first thing Sunday morning. And last night in bed, I'm like, oh, let me see, who's going to the mastermind. I'm going to check out the group and kind of get myself a little bit familiar with everybody. And so I'm in the group, George Bryant's group. Check him out. He's amazing. And I look and everybody's like, yeah, I get in Thursday night. I get in Thursday at 3. I get in Thursday at 4. And I'm like, Thursday? Why is everybody getting in on Thursday? I'm getting in on Wednesday because the mastermind starts on Thursday, right? No, I messed up big time. The mastermind starts on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So this entire morning, I have been like scrambling to get my flight change, my hotel change, so that I could be there for the entire 3-day event and not miss one of the 3 days. Long story short, I was able to get it all changed. I've been beating myself up a little bit because I feel silly and mad at myself that I made such a stupid mistake. However, we are human. And so I'm going to breathe. I'm going to embrace my humanness and know that it's okay to make a mistake and let it go. I think the thing that's bothering me so much is, so I've been traveling so much. I went to Michigan, I went to Destin, I'm going to Montana, and then in 2 weeks, I'm going to the Dominican. And so I was booking all of these flights at the same time, and I messed up on my Michigan flight as well. So not only have I done this once, now I've done it twice. And P.S., you will never want me to be your travel agent and book flights for you, because clearly I have an attention to detail that is failing miserably. And so there you have it. So next, next, so glad I was able to change it. Me too. And it wasn't like totally outrageously crazy. The hotel worked with me. They didn't charge me, which was super nice of them. And the airfare change wasn't awful. So in the end, it worked out really, really well. And so I'm glad that it could have been a lot worse. Let's just say that it could have been a lot worse. And I'm excited for the training. But anyways, guys, I'm going to sneeze. I think I have one more. Anyways, guys, I hope that this was helpful. I hope that carrying on conversations becomes more natural to you. The thing that you have to remember is to be interested and not interesting. And the whole reason for me telling you this story is I will not be here next Monday for our training because I will be flying home from Montana. And so somebody says, bless you. Thank you. Anyways, guys, I hope that this was helpful. I will see you then in 2 weeks for another Monday mindset training. And I hope that you guys have an amazing 2 weeks. What I can tell you right now is we are going into the very busy season of network marketing. And now is your opportunity. Now is your chance to really plant as many seeds as possible to help you build your business. All right, guys, I love you. I hope you have an amazing day, and we will see you in 2 weeks then. Bye, guys.